finally got a tripod. Woo! All cheap. Okay. Today was the first day that I took a 50 milligram capsule of CBD from Lazarus Naturals. This company came highly recommended from a friend, and it was a very good recommendation because this company gives you the option for a discount if you're a veteran, and you have to be able to prove these bits of information. If you're a veteran, if you have help from the state, in other words, if you're on government assistance, or if you can prove that you're disabled. So this company is doing its part to try to help people as much as they can. I believe that you can get up to like a 40% discount. I get a 40% discount. So normally these would be I think close to like 100 something bucks, and I get them like $90, and I get them for $36 for a 40 capsule. So it's like $1 a pill, excluding shipping. Normally with any other company, a 40 capsule bottle would probably cost you upwards of about maybe $100, $150, maybe even $200. So yeah, I highly recommend this. And they are full spectrum. Let me read the bottle to you, and then I'll tell you how it's working. As you can tell, I'm a little it says here that it's listed as a dietary supplement, and that's the way that they have to list it in order for it to be legal. Pesticide-free, vegan, gluten-free. Don't let vegan and gluten-free scare you off. Tell you what else is vegan and gluten-free? Ice. Anyway, that's a drug, isn't it? I don't even know anymore. It says serving size is 1 capsule. There's 40 in this container. It's cannabidiol or CBD, 50 milligrams. This is what it's got in it. I'm not going to try to pronounce it. Focus. Quit focusing on my nasty face. But that's what it's got in it right there. I'm going to go back over this video and see if this is backwards. Are you able to read all that? Like if you're going to answer. Okay. So it's got cellulose, vegetable cellulose, which is the capsule, hemp extract, fractionated coconut oil, silicone dioxide, limonene. Is that I have to look that up. Is that an amino acid? Some kind of protein? I don't know. Natural ingredients: beta, carrot, pophyline, and tree nuts, coconut. Anyway, I trust them. I haven't had an issue as far as I can tell. So you take 1 capsule, and you have to wait up to about 2 hours. It all depends on how quickly you digest. Like, I took this right before I ate, so I'm probably not going to feel the full effects, because it's like if you eat food before you drink alcohol. It's a bad comparison, but you know how you don't feel the effects as well? So it's the same with this. Of course, it says consult your doctor before use. If you have been advised against eating grapefruit, there are some people that cannot eat grapefruit because it interacts with medications they might possibly be on at the moment. My mother's one of those people, so I read this to her, and she's like, well, it's a good thing you told me. I just took them anyway, and they didn't really affect her. But that's her, not you. So discontinue use if any adverse reactions occur. Do not use if tamper seal is broken. Made in the USA. Please recycle. And then it says here on the side, what is done in love is done well, from Vincent van Gogh. you get a little quote. So anyway, that's what they look like. Where's the camera? There. I mean, yeah, you know what I mean. And when you take them, yeah, you're gonna get a little bit of a earthy taste, which is to be expected. Some people can't get over the taste of pills. I'm like, dude, you're gonna taste it for like 2 seconds. Aren't you more concerned about what it does? So anyway, I took it an hour ago, and I recently got a leg injury. I guess I pushed myself too hard at the gym. I noticed bruising. I noticed that I felt like I had major soreness and cramps on my calf, and I avoided it and kept going, kept pushing, and I guess I made it worse, and I guess I tore something. Same thing happened to me exactly a year ago, and I had this little nodule under my calf, and it feels kind of like jelly. But they said it, I've spoken to 3 separate facilities over the past several days, and they all said, you're fine, probably fine, it's just probably like a muscle spasm. And I'm like, I know what a muscle spasm feels like. I went to school for massage therapy. I know what a spasm feels like. This does not feel like a spasm. It feels like jelly. So anyway, whatever. And they're like, look, you don't exude any signs of anything major. Just take it easy. Try not to overdo it, and definitely don't go back to the gym until it's done healing or until you feel like you can jump on it. And just eat right, do your daily and keep it elevated. Don't put stress on it. And I'm like, fine. So I've been taking ibuprofen I don't like to overdo it with pills. I really don't. That's why I like these, because they're natural. They're not, Western medication necessarily. Like, I don't like to damage my organs just to relieve pain if I don't have to. There are some people that have to. So I was taking ibuprofen, about 400 milligrams, and it seemed to ease the pain up. But last night, it was bad. My fault. I was starting to feel better, and I went and did activity that I shouldn't have. I was moving cinder blocks, and I was walking a lot in heels, and yeah, I shouldn't have done that. I should have just taken it easy. But when you have an ADD brain, you don't like to keep still, and you don't like to be in the house all the time. So I had run out of these. Normally I take 25 milligrams right before bed, and I'm able to sleep like at least a good 5 hours or so before the brain starts ticking and taking over. But I was like, you know what is perfect timing? I'm going to order the 50 milligram. And so far I feel like the pain in the leg is tolerable, and I feel like relaxed. I feel like I can live in the moment. When you have anxiety disorders, you're always living in the future, or you're always living in the past. You're never living in this very moment. It's very rare that people with anxiety disorders are focused on now. They're always focused on another time. So it helps me to be now, in the now. And it helps me to not be doing 20 different things at once, because my anxiety disorder is like a browser with 20 tabs open, trying to do them all at the same time and failing at every single one because you cannot divide your concentration. There's no such thing as concentration. It's just total and utter unfocused chaos is what it is. And but it helps that. I'm going to be honest with you, I feel a little kind of like that right before you get buzzed alcohol feeling, like right before, like you're chill and you're a smidgen too relaxed to be considered loopy, but you're like right on the border. You know, you can totally drive, you can totally go about your day, but you could almost think that maybe the person took a little too big of a swig of Formula 44, you know? Kind of like that. That's what it feels like. Probably if somebody was talking too fast to me right about now, I'd be like, what? You know? So, I like it. The only, and now this is not because of the pill. This is probably because I had a big glass of sweet tea. But the only other thing that I'm feeling right now is a little bit of heart, not heart palpitations. That scares people. But like my heart's beating. I can palpably feel my heart beating a smidgen harder than it normally does. But it's also probably because I'm paying attention to it. Because, you know, I hadn't taken this amount before. So it probably is just me. Or the caffeine. Or both. It probably has nothing to do with the pill. Yeah, man. It's a good company. And it's full spectrum. I believe what that means, don't quote me. But I believe what full spectrum means is that they use the entire plant. Instead of only using the bits and pieces that they would normally use, I believe it means that they use the entire thing. So you're getting all of it. Which I guess is a good thing. So, I like that company. Very cool company. So yeah, I just wanted to do a little review on them. I've been consistently using their pills, since... I don't know, maybe at the very least the last 6 to 8 months. So much so to where I liked them so much to where I got some for my mom for her sleep disorders. And she also has anxiety. She's on antidepressants because they prescribed them to her. She has lupus. She has a lot to be depressed about. But she loves them. They replace her sleep pills, which, you know, sleep pills, a lot of them do damage to your organs, and she's already got enough damage to her organs to begin with. So she loves them. She ran out of them recently, so I'm going to give her a few of these and maybe she can get some sleep tonight because, yeah, she's been telling me, I sleep during the day because I can't sleep at night, you know, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, it also helps with sleep disturbances. Look up all of the benefits to CBD. Most people will be using the oil. The oil that they use sublingually. They'll put it under their tongue. It'll take effect almost immediately. But the problem I have with the oil is that just as quickly as it takes effect, it loses its potency within like a couple hours for me. When I was using the oil, it was like, oh, that feels so great. And then like 2 hours later, it's like, well, where'd it go? You know, so with these pills, they may take a little bit longer to kick in, but they also last longer. So that's why I like the pills. And I don't want to be smoking. Something that I can just take a pill, yeah, be done with it. Or just use an oil, second choice. I don't want to be smoking because, more specifically, that whole thing that came out on the news about those people vaping scared me. I'm going to be honest. And that's because I am an advocate for vaping. But now I'm having a little bit of an issue trusting what they're putting in the juices. It's not that I'm not an advocate for vaping. I am, because it has helped a lot of people quit smoking. Yes, they still have the habit of smoking. The hand-to-mouth habit. Same habit you have with people that are obese. Same habit you have with people that chew their nails. Same habit you have with people that are like, you know, toothpick chewers. You know, it's hand to mouth. It's still a hand to mouth habit in any which form that it manifests. But I'm waiting for this to all clear up. Once, I'm not going to say the FDA, but once, you know, people start stepping in and researching what it was exactly that was in those juices that got to those poor kids. I'm assuming that it was stuff that they should have known that they weren't supposed to be vaping. Like, I know you're not supposed to be vaping nutrients. You know, I know you're not supposed to be vaping certain vitamins. I mean, I never would. I would just take a pill because I know for a fact that it works. At least a good majority of it. I'm rambling. Anyway, so yeah. That's it. So I'm waiting for that to blow over and, you know, go from there. But I'm an advocate for vaping, but I just want to wait till the smoke clears, no pun intended, to start up again if I choose to. So, that's about it for now. I can't really report anything else. I'm gonna be away from the gym for a while, but I'll just be doing housework as usual, as a stay-at-home parent usually does. So I'll be getting at least 2 miles of walking a day. I've clocked it. That's how much I walk around the house when I'm just keeping up with it. So that's about it. Talk to you later.